We're out here on the long and windy road with the Garmin EPIX, going to talk all about the recent released Apple Watch Ultra. Everything that is the latest edition of the watch. Let's take a look at what it is and give you some of my top 10 features, things that I'm excited about on this newly released Apple Watch. Let's take a look. So you know from previous videos, I've had this Garmin EPIX for several months now. It's my go-to watch. And right now it's about 80% of the time I'm out and about. I'm wearing this watch around because of the phenomenal battery and the just everyday go outside fitness metrics that you get out of it. So it's fantastic. It's my go-to watch in all those modes. So when I did that review of the Garmin EPIX, I did directly compare it to my venerable Series 7 Apple Watch, my go-to everyday watch. And since then, I was really excited to hear that Apple was in development of a more fitness and rugged edition of their watch. It was maybe the rugged edition, the adventure edition. Well, anyway, they came out with the Apple Watch Ultra, and it is cool. So what is it? Well, so some of the big deals about it, it's fantastic. It's a new watch, and it's really the biggest yet. It adds the temperature sensor that you see in the Series 8. It adds crash detection, and it's the deepest watch they make, down to 100 meters, which is pretty cool. And it only comes in one build, and that's the Titanium Sapphire LTE edition. So that's in itself pretty cool. And the price, only $800. And that's awesome compared to what you see from the Garmin EPIX, the Titanium and Sapphire edition, which is a lot more than that at $1,000. So let's talk about my top 10 reasons this is a big deal. All right, here's my top 10 reasons why the Apple Watch Ultra is a big deal. Number one, the battery. 36 hours, twice what you get out of Series 7, Series 8, longest battery they make. It's awesome. Not as awesome as a Garmin, but it's still fantastic. They also have a 60-hour low power mode, which is not available now. It's kind of a bummer. Kind of surprised it's not available now, but we'll see. And really, I really am looking forward to getting this in my hands, putting it to some real world testing to see really what that battery does and how long it lasts. But it is a big deal. Number two on the list, crash detection. They've added new accelerometers, a whole bunch of new features, high G sensors, that kind of thing to give you crash detection, which is a big deal. It's also the new iPhones, so excited to hear that. That's a new safety feature, so that is a big deal. It's number two. Number three on the list, pro running features. You know from my previous video that the Garmin really wins in the realm of recording and showing you real-time fitness data while you do the activity, and that's why the Garmin really wins for me. And now that they're coming out with pro running features, I'm excited to see what that really looks like and put it to its through the paces so we can see, is it as awesome? How does it compare? The problem is you're gonna be locked into the Apple way of doing things because they still kind of hamper other apps from showing you some of that awesome fitness data. But we'll see. Number four, it's the biggest watch yet, 49 millimeters, way bigger than the Series 8, the largest Apple Watches that they make. And it compares directly with that medium-size Garmin, not the X or the S Phoenix, but that middle-size watch. It's essentially the same size. Not the same dimensions, but you'll get the same experience, I think. Of course, I haven't seen it. I'm looking forward to comparing them directly. Number five, action button, cool. Adds a new button on the far side, so I'm excited to see what that action button does, how customizable it is, and how it's useful on the daily to see, does it add anything to it? Excited to see that feature, but that is a big deal, and it's cool. It's orange. I'm a big fan of orange. Number six, brightness. 2000 nits, twice what you get on the Series 8. I'm excited to compare that directly with the Garmin to see which one's better for that AMOLED display. Number seven on the list, multi-band GPS. So the Garmin has it, Apple didn't, now it does both. 2 bands, looking forward to seeing what the accuracy is. I'll compare them head to head once I get them to see which one does better. Probably about the same because really it's awesome as it is. And so excited to see how the dual band GPS works. Number 8, it appears the watch bands are compatible, which is pretty cool. And they came out with 3 new watch bands. They look awesome. I got the Alpine Green, so I'm excited to see what that looks like. But it looks like all your legacy bands will fit with the new one, but I'm excited to see if that really is the case, but that's a big deal. Number 9, the Wayfinder watch face. I really do like the Apple Watch faces and the choices they give you, so I'm excited to see what this new one looks like. It looks like it's really cool. Number 10, night mode. The ability to quickly transition to night mode into red is gonna be a game changer for me because I do ruck a lot at night and do things in the dark, and it will be nice to have a quick and easy way to make it red and not ruin your night vision. That's a big deal. So those are the big deals. Here's two more features you might care about. They're not that really big a deal for me, but they're exciting to see. One is the dive features. Looks like it's got a ton of new dive features. So if you dive with this watch, first it's certified to really deep depths, 100 meters, and it's got a lot of things that will be very useful to you. Again, I'm not a diver, so it doesn't really matter to me, but you might care, and so that's pretty cool. The second thing that you might care about is the siren feature, which I am intrigued to listen to, but I won't really need it. But I guess it's nice to have in case you're in the backwoods and you need an ability to signal somebody with that siren. It sounds pretty annoying in the video, but we'll see what it sounds like in real life. Those are the big deals, and a couple of notes. What are some of the things? How does it really directly compare to the Garmin? And again, I'm gonna compare it directly to the Garmin EPIX when we get it in a few weeks, put it through its paces, and we'll see how it directly compares on a day-to-day. But some of the things, first of all, the battery life, it is awesome. Big for an Apple Watch, doubles what it had before, but it's nowhere near what a Garmin does in terms of days. 6 days is what I typically get on my Garmin EPIX, and I use it every day for fitness, etc. There's no way you're gonna get that, even close, with the new Apple Watch Ultra. But it is better, and again, I wanna see what it looks like in a day-to-day test, because I really use and reach for the EPIX when I'm gonna go for a multi-day trip somewhere when I don't wanna bring the charger, or I'm gonna really use and do a long endurance activity that I need that extra battery. So the EPIX, cool. And actually the EPIX is awesome. The Apple Watch Ultra, we'll see how it does in a long-term test. It's also cheaper, so $200. If you compare it to the Titanium and Sapphire Edition, the Apple Watch Ultra, that's the only model you get, and it has LTE, which is really cool. I didn't mention that earlier. But the fact that if you compare it directly to the Garmin EPIX, same size, Titanium, Sapphire, it's $200 more at $1,000. So it is cheaper. Surprising, the Apple Watch went with that low price of $800. That's cool. I'm guessing that as I walk into the sun, that at 2,000 nits, the Ultra is going to be way brighter. So I'm excited to see and compare them directly. And then, you know, that's a big deal when you're looking for the ability to see your watch in the super bright activities and they're in the daylight. The 2,000 nits might be a game changer. Excited to see that and compare them head to head. And then really, my final thought on this is, you know, the Ultra is a big leap in technology for Apple in terms of the fitness realm, but it's still just dipping their toe because the Garmin EPIX, the Garmin Phoenix line, just, you know, they still can't be touched in terms of the feedback you get real time in terms of fitness, and the battery life. The ability to backpack for days is just still going to be way in the Garmin EPIX and Phoenix camp in terms of a watch you might choose for those activities. But again, if you're deeply immersed in the Apple ecosystem, which I typically am, the Ultra might be, you know, more your speed, more your style in terms of day-to-day use, and especially with that longer battery life and the quick charging abilities that the newest watches have. So, all right, that's what I think about the newest watch from Apple, the Apple Watch Ultra, all the details that got just released, comparing it to the Garmin EPIX, my go-to outdoor fitness watch. And in a few weeks when we get it, we're gonna compare them head to head, see what they really do and how they compare, brightness, features, all that stuff, edge and connectivity to the Apple edge and fitness features, and battery life for the Garmin EPIX, as always. So in the meantime, give this video a thumbs up if you like it. It does help the channel out a ton just by giving it a thumbs up. Subscribe, sign up for alerts. You're not going to miss the newest edition of this video in a few weeks when I get the watch and compare it to head. I did order it. Again, I got the Alpine Green and really excited to get it. So in the meantime, enjoy the weather where you are. Get outside because everything is better outside. They rumored that one either. On comparisons to airplanes. Can't do anything about it. Airplanes.